What's happening, everybody? I'm Steve, and welcome back to Junkdrummer TV, where I give my initial reactions, my hot takes, and my analysis on the drummers of today and yesterday, and maybe tomorrow if I stick around that long. I'm a professional drum teacher and a gigging musician, and I have been for the last 20 plus years, as you can tell if you are a regular viewer of mine. I'm in a new house, and this is the first video from that new house, so I'm not sure what it's going to sound like. I think I may need some sound treatment, but we'll find out after I get finished with this. So, I've been gone for a few weeks. I turned 44 2 days ago. I spent my birthday in the mountains, getting away from work and YouTubing and just town life in general. And I'm back, baby. And this video, I wanted to do another classic reaction video because obviously I'm aware of them because I've done a video on this band and this guy before. But this time, I got a bunch of commenters as soon as I came back into Civilization, the last Greta Van Fleet video that I did, I had a bunch of comments of people saying, hey, they've got a new record out. They don't sound like Led Zeppelin anymore. Give them another shot. And, you know, I'm here to abide. The dude abides. So we're going to listen to something from the new record. So we're going to see, and if I remember correctly, in the last video I said these kids are young and they're developing, and maybe they should be developing out of the public eye, but they're here, so let's deal with them. And I'm pretty sure I expressed in that video that I was interested to see where they're going to go. So today we're going to find out where they're going to go. So we're going to be listening to Danny Wagner with Greta Van Fleet, and they're going to be playing Heat Above. Unfortunately, it'll be from the Jimmy Kimmel Show. Ugh. But before we get into it, real quick, if you like what I do and if you think I have earned it, please like, comment, and share on this video. Also, I have a Patreon if you want to check that out. I have a PayPal if you want to check that out. And I also have a merch page if you really, really dig what I'm doing. So let's get into it. Ugh. Jimmy Kimmel sucks. He used to be funny. Anyone remember when Jimmy Kimmel was funny? He used to be. Now he's insufferable. Okay. It's not a big, riffy Led Zeppelin ripoff so far, but is the bass player playing keyboards? The state of your mustache, mate. Whoo, boy, that is off-putting. Okay, initial reactions from something from the sophomore effort. I guess they had an EP and a full length, and this is off the second full length. Okay, somebody's been reading their press and or listening to every reaction asshole say you sound exactly like Led Zeppelin and you sound exactly like Robert Plant. Homeboy here doesn't really sound like Robert Plant anymore. Now he kind of sounds like John Anderson from Yes. So that's different. This is not a big muscular, angular riff thing that all the other stuff was. And again, as I said in that first video, if you just take that first record as like unreleased Led Zeppelin tracks that were, you know, lesser played, it can be enjoyable. They've, at least on this track so far, it seems like they've moved their sound along, but now it kind of well, let's see. From a drum standpoint, I have heard a lot of them from that first record, and this drummer is maturing. You can hear his time feel, his feel is stronger. You can hear the difference between, especially if you go watch like their SNL performance. This kid's been practicing and he's gotten better, and he has a more mature feel to his playing. Like he's playing a real simple, rock groove, but the pocket is stronger than what I've heard in the past. So that's cool. I mean, that's a talented dude. Like, he's so young and he can play bass and keys like John Paul Jones. Right there, some John Bonhamisms. But I mean, let's not rip this guy too much. I think too many people do that. Fuck, man, we all rip off John Bonham. Let's come on. The only problem is this guy was ripping off John Bonham in a band that sounded just like Led Zeppelin. They don't sound like Led Zeppelin here, but right there, syncopated E's and U's on the bass drum to counteract the verse, which was just 1, 2, and I think it was eighth note, quarter note stuff, and it pushes it along a little more when you start playing those E's and U's, those syncopated notes on the bass drum. Man, that kid's killing it on keyboards. Right there, that little or whatever it was, and he lays it so nice behind the beat. It's just slightly behind if we were to put a click track on it. That's mature playing. This drummer has gotten a lot more mature in his feel. And you can almost tell that even though I said he kind of sounded like Bonham, but again, it was something that like Bonham just always did. He's trying to stay out of that sandbox, if you know what I mean, and that's good. Here's something right now, if you can, subtle. This dude, Danny Wagner, good man. First time he played the verse, he was playing eighth notes, I can't have my bass drum pad in here yet because I've got hardwood floors. I got to figure out a fix on that because I sometimes need to have that bass there. Played eighth notes the first verse. The second verse, he's playing 16th notes, moving it along. As a rule, I think the perfect like studio track should be going like this. He starts off with eighth notes and he's 16th notes here on the verse, pushing it along. And added the 1, 2. This guy's gotten a lot more mature since the last record, man. Good man. I'm going to be very upset if he doesn't use those rototoms, because nothing is whacker and awesome than rototoms. It's like a different version of the Robert Plant wail. He's trying. This drummer, you can tell he's maturing. He has, like, the game is slowing down for him, if to use a sports metaphor. He doesn't have that youthful get it done right now feel. This kid, Danny Wagner, is growing up. And it's nice. The drum tracks are great on this. That dude right there is one of the most mature things I've seen this guy do. And again, this band is growing up in front of us. Maybe to their detriment early on, but notice how he pushes these drum fills to give it some more excitement, but then lays it way back down. That's what. Listen right here. This drum track. I don't know about the song for it really, but the drum track. Good on you, Danny Wagner. Check this out. Yeah, that's a big boy playing. Going to get busier because we're playing, a big emotional outro. Pushing the drum fills and bringing it back down when the groove comes back. That's good classic rock drumming right there. These kids have matured. He didn't use the rototoms though. It's disappointing. I wish he would have. I mean, okay, so that's the best drum track I've heard from him. Live performance. Go if you really want to see someone improve in front of your eyes. Watch the SNL performance that got panned, and then watch that. That's just good classic rock drumming that will never go out of style. And the fact that he's now learning how to mess with the time and make time more your bitch than you being the time's bitch, if you know what I'm saying. That's really mature playing. The song, it sounds like a song of a band that's trying to not sound like something else. It sounds like, non-proggy Yes. Like maybe something from like Union. If you know that record, Yes, Union is a great record. He has on purpose not tried to sound like Robert Plant, and good on you. The thing about this band, I root for them because there's really no big rock bands that are new. Like a rock band now, if you think rock band, you think Foo Fighters, or you think Muse, or you think Arctic Monkeys, or you think something like that. So we need new blood. So I want them to be great. I think they're a record away. I think they're a record away if they can stay on the straight and narrow and keep evolving their craft. I think that they could come to something great. Now the thing is with these guys being so young early on, man, that's a big ask to ask a bunch of 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds here, bring rock and roll back. And, maybe you've never had your heart broken yet. Maybe you haven't been broke and had to sleep on a couch yet. What does a fucking 17-year-old have to write about? Not a lot. The drum tracks, that man, so much better than anything else I've heard. It wasn't derivative. And all you old drum guys that bitch about him sound like John Bonham, man, you do too. And I do too, and we all do. Again, the problem was he was sounding like John Bonham in a band that sounded exactly like Led Zeppelin, but they don't sound like Led Zeppelin anymore. They sound like an amalgamation of a bunch of other 70s bands. And dude, that worked for Pearl Jam. Worked for Alice in Chains, right? So this isn't the record that we're waiting for, right? I think we're all kind of waiting for them to release the next Led Zeppelin 4 without it being Led Zeppelin 4. But they're on the right road. And as a teacher, that's all you can ask for out of a student. Of course, he's not a student. But you're just looking for someone to improve. And man, that drummer's gotten a lot better and a lot more mature. And he's starting to play in his own skin instead of wearing someone else's suit, if you know what I'm saying. So there you go, Greta Van Fleet. Keep it up. I think you're close, man. I think you're fucking close, and I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. I'm one of those, Gen Xers, and man, this boomers love this fucking band. And boomers are bought and sold. They're into it. As a Gen Xer, I'm still waiting for you to set the world on fire, but you're getting close. You're getting some kindling going, if you know what I'm saying. So, if y'all enjoyed all that, please like, comment, and share if you think I deserve it. If you really think I deserve it, check out my PayPal, check out my Patreon, check out my merch page. And tell me what you think about my new place. I got like a fancy wood-lat wall back there, and it's a much bigger place, and I dig it a lot. So, thank you all for waiting on me, and I will see you all next time, and keep practicing until it's easy.